Hi, I'm Josie from Funky Needlework, and today I'm going to show you some clever things that you can do with the Funky Needlework Dots and Dashes ruler set. It's 2 pieces, and you might think it's just tiny, but we think of this as tiny but mighty because you can do so many different patterns with it. Big long list, big stack of things to do. The first thing I'm going to do is to show you how to cut with it though. So I'm going to use a tiny rotary cutter and a cutting board. You can use a pair of scissors if that's what your thing is, and a little pencil, it's no problem at all. So, to cut with it, I use them both together. You can tape them together if you want to, but they will just stay together on the board. I've used the one of the little offcut packs here. So you might think that this isn't big enough to get a couple out of, but actually if you put them diagonally, you probably get a couple out of there. If you want to get more than one at the same time, put them together, fold the fabric over, hold it, cut down with it and cut around. If you're only going to do one at a time though, and say you want one blue one because you're going to mix these colours up, you can also fold it in half. You'll see that there is a small line down the middle of there. And you can put that on the fold and the edge of the, it's not a semicircle because I can't call it that because otherwise you get the wrong idea. That's it. Fold it over and it's always cutting away from yourself. There we go. One cut and it's done. Whoops. So that's it. Right, if you want to use the arch, which looks like this, you can either, some people might think that their fabric that they're using, this isn't, but other fabrics that you use might be a little bit thin. So I've included in the bundle, one of the bundles, some stitch and tear, so you can stitch this onto the stitch and tear before you cut it. But you don't need to with the batik. And you fold it over again. Again, use the line halfway down the little knot semicircle. Put it on the edge of the fold and the other edge on the flat edge. Cut round. And that will give you perfect little arcs. Okay. If you want to do the other method of, there's one pattern called Wibbly Wobbly, which gives you sort of slightly lopsided arcs. The same kind of thing applies. Fold it over once for the big piece. Using the line on the inner one as your guide. Cut round. Take that away. And then, if you're using a rotary cutter and a rotary mat, you can either use some of the marks on this other ruler to guide you, or if you want to have the same as the one that you've done before, lay it out flat, line up the edges like, whoops, lift it up so you can see, like that, and then put the inner ruler on so that it lines up with the edge, like that, and then cut round the bigger round the ruler, the smaller ruler inside. So again, because I'm using this rotary mat, I'm going to cut away from myself. I'm going to just cut so far around, and then I'm going to put my blade away and turn the mat a little bit. If you've got a small mat, you can use that without, it doesn't have to be a rotating one. And again, you can use a pencil and scissors if you choose to. So you're going to be left with all sorts of little dots, wibbly wobbly ones, and arcs. And in the next video, I'm going to show you how to put them all together to make incredible patterns.